All right, everyone, as promised, this is going to be a longer video on how to start peppers, why I grow the ones that I grow, and basically get these to where they're starting and they're seedling or they're sprouted, and then kind of potting up and getting ready to put them in the ground. So really quick, I want to talk about what I grow and why. And I've said this in multiple videos. We plant what we plant based on what we want to do with it. So I think ahead. Do we make salsa? Do we make soups? Do we make chipotle powder? Do we make red pepper powder? Like, what do we do? And so that is why we grow what we've grown. I've again grown probably over 100 different kinds of pepper, sweet and hot. I've grown Carolina Reapers and ghost peppers, and I've grown sweet peppers. So grown stuff from all over the world. But what I want to do is just specifically talk about what I grow. Obviously, I grow the banana peppers. These are just kind of a staple here. You can eat them fresh. You can make pickled peppers. You can do fun stuff. This one is was started out as a novelty, but it's a great pepper. It's called the Due d'Espagne. This is a huge bell pepper. They can grow up to 12 inches long, and so I like these because they make a good paprika. I grow orange bell pepper. One that's more interesting is a Jimmy Nardello. It's really meant for fresh eating. It's a super thin skin, and you can just take it off the vine and eat it. It's sweet, but that's why we grow just a variety of those. Obviously, I grow some jalapenos. We like to do jalapeno poppers. I like to do chipotle. We make a jalapeno jelly. So we grow a bigger, the Craig's Grande is a great jalapeno because they get like big, like you would find at the store. And then I also grow what are called nadapenos, and they're a jalapeno that has no heat at all, but you get the jalapeno flavor. Some of my family doesn't like hot stuff, and so I'll take some jalapeno and some nadapeño, and we'll mix it up and get just the right balance for what we're trying to do. So that's why I grow some of those. Some other hot-ish peppers. I grow the Bajío pepper. We grow a cayenne. We love cayenne. We make a powder out of it, and we put it on almost everything or in all kinds of different stuff. We grow Anaheim because it's what we use in our salsas. Same with the Serrano. We do Poblanos because we like to do chile relleno. And then we also grow some of these hatch peppers. Lived in New Mexico for a little bit and got a flavor for taste for that. And so we will make salsas with that. We'll put in a guacamole salsa that we make. So these are just some of kind of the hot ones. Probably every third year, I will grow the Carolina Reaper and the ghost peppers because they do, while they're extremely hot and you can't really eat them fresh, they make an amazing powdered pepper that just a little bit has just a phenomenal, like almost smoky barbecue flavor. So we'll add it to chili and other stuff, and people comment what a delicious flavor it is. So we do grow the hot ones, not for the heat so much as the flavor, but really kind of the star of my pepper show that I spent years finding this pepper is the Lesia, and I mentioned this in the short. My family, we eat peppers, sweet peppers, a lot in just about everything. We'll fry them up, we'll eat them, and sweet peppers for me always just was a misnomer because they just weren't hot. They weren't really sweet until I tried this pepper, Lesia, and this pepper is actually sweet. Like you eat it and you're like, that's sweet, like eating fruit sweet. Has a super thick skin, so it's really meaty, and it makes a great powder. It's great for cooking with, and it's literally delicious just to eat. It's a sweet pepper, and it's a really hardy pepper. Grows a lot on the plant. So I can't say enough good about this pepper. I love it. If you like sweet peppers, this is a sweet pepper. And then this year, Baker Creek also had a orange version. So of course I couldn't help myself, and we're going to try this guy out, but hoping for the same result. But that is why we grow those, because we eat a lot of that particular pepper. The rest are just kind of for different things that we're going to cook with or make with it. But that is why we do what we do. And then just as far as planting goes, you'll notice we do very similar as we do with tomatoes. I mean, they're both in the nightshade family, but we'll plant 3 or 4 per cell, and hopefully one of those at least will sprout, and the strongest one will survive. We'll clip the others and we pot those up into bigger plots. But the goal is to get these where they're really robust and ready to go on the ground around Mother's Day. Here in Zone 7, we're in a high mountain desert. So that is kind of like the nuts and bolts of the potting and planting of a pepper and why we grow what we grow. Again, good starting mix, whether you make your own or you find a good one. And we're going to now finish planting this planting these peppers. And if you have any questions or comments, absolutely drop them down below. I'm happy to share what knowledge I have on this. And thanks again for watching. But again, we'll do 2 or 3 of these per cell. We drop them in here. We're going to cover them with just a little bit of light potting planting mix, and we'll put these on a heating mat. We'll put them under some grow lights. And peppers take a little longer than tomatoes. You may be a couple of weeks before you see any movement on these, so don't freak out. Peppers do take a little bit longer than tomatoes to start. So all right, there we go. This will be the first year we're planting the orange version of the Lecia pepper. Again, this is our favorite sweet pepper. This guy is delicious, so we're kind of excited to see how this goes. Okay, so our next step is to lightly cover the seeds we've planted here with just a thin layer of your potting mix, of your seed starter mix. And once you've done that, and they're all nice and covered, we're gonna again fill the tray up with some water. We're gonna put it on a little heating mat that we got off Amazon under some LED lights. And again, peppers do take longer than tomatoes to start, so don't freak out if you're still a few weeks behind and your tomatoes look phenomenal. But once they start, they'll be ready to go. Walk you through potting them up, and you can have some delicious peppers in your garden this year. So again, thanks for watching. Questions, comments down below.